So I want to talk to you a little bit today about being ready for the weather when you go to the racetrack. We're at Road Atlanta. The race starts tomorrow. It's practice test and tune day today, and it is pouring down rain. We did bring our wedding tent, which is absolutely awesome for weather. If you talk to survivalists, if they're out in the wilderness, the number one thing people die of is exposure, being out and not having cover. At the racetrack, you're not going to die of exposure, but you're definitely going to be miserable if you don't have a way to mitigate the weather. And so you have to think ahead. I didn't bring rain gear, but I did bring my insulated suit here. It covers me from my neck down. I've got a stocking cap I brought cold weather gear. Didn't plan on rain. That's why we have the tent, though. It makes it better. So plan ahead. Understand that if you're going racing and it's going to be a multi-day event, just throwing a t-shirt in the bag isn't going to be enough for you. It takes some extra clothes to, if it rains, you want to be able to have dry clothes to swap into. So think ahead. So a quick tip here: whenever you're installing something and things aren't going right, stop and take a look for a minute. I was installing these brake pads into the calipers on the race car, and the pads wouldn't slide into the caliper, and I was having trouble figuring out what was going on. I was trying to fight with it, and it wasn't going in. And I stopped and took a look, and there was casting flash here on the edge of the brake pad. I took a filed it down. It goes in fine now, but if things aren't going in, don't just grab the hammer and beat it. Take a look for a minute. Well, I'm trying to get it in. Can't do it one-handed, but stop and take a look and figure out what's keeping you from getting the job done. And think critically about it.
If you give gifts the way you drive, you probably...
Green, green, green.
You just heard me call the green flag for our driver, and he confirmed. Radio communication is important. He was on the back straight, and he couldn't see the flag, but he got a jump on the competition because I communicated with him. Compare that to this team. Their driver pulled into the pits, but his crew was nowhere around. But there's an antenna on the roof, optimally located. Did they have a radio failure, or were they just not communicating well? I don't know. What I do know is they lost half a lap on their competition. The matching gear also makes me think they're probably new at this.